Durst the worst?
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Oh, Durst the worst.
Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst?
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Rope.
At my school, I'm responsible for the sexuality education of all of our students, from our youngest students, who are 3 years old in nursery school,
Groomer.
up through our 12th graders, who are turning 18 and getting ready to leave high school. That's a huge range, but every single one of those kids is a sexual being.
Whoa, they have been since birth. Every single one of those from age 3 on up. Fucking 3 to 18 is a sexual being. Wow, what a quote for the ages. So, yeah, this is Friends Central School in PA. It's a private Quaker school. So, again, conservatives, right? Boomers, private school is not necessarily it. You can't rely on private school to mitigate the excesses of public school, especially since you want to voucher it all out to all the surrounding counties and neighbors, make it more diverse anyway. It kind of defeats the purpose, and this kind of stuff defeats the purpose. What a quote for the ages. Quote, every single one of these kids is a sexual being. They have been since birth.
And at every age and stage, we can offer them age-appropriate, transformative sexuality education.
Transformative, so we know what the underlying text means there. Transformative, I mean, that's commie speak, that's oy vey speak for, like, make it really excessively predatorily sexual and gay and deviant and bring 3-year-olds around it, infer that they're sexual beings. Actually, I went to a drag queen storytime event in Milwaukee, and the creepy purple-haired people were basically saying the same thing. The creepy, like, vegan, gender-ambiguous, racially ambiguous bug people with, like, the purple hair and the septum cow piercings. They were saying the same thing. Like, kids are sexual. What do you mean? You jerked off when you were a kid, right? It's like, well, dude, it's not really the same thing. That doesn't mean that this creepazoid should be talking about anything sexual to a 3-year-old, but let's listen to this guy. Hopefully he'll probably hang himself a little bit more
I'm only
here.
a small part of the village that supports them as they grow.
Commie.
It's not enough that I teach them. We have to teach them. Part of my message
Not your
today
family,
is
but
that we all, no matter what else we do in life, need to find a way to be sexuality educators for the kids in our lives. If we don't step up, others will. And many of those others don't see wholeness and freedom the way we do. One of the things we can...
So, yeah, don't see wholeness and freedom the way we do. Basically, they're not going to make it all rainbow and gay and tranny, and they're not going to groom little kids to be gay trannies. That's what they fear above all else, is that someone rational will say, no, we're going to keep it innocent until they're, like, of the appropriate age, like, 16 to 18. Like, that's probably when you talk about, like, serious stuff, but probably not even that. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are fucking creepzoids. They're literally talking about talking to 3-year-olds about the trannies question, and the hormonal question. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Celebrate today is how young people have so many more options to consider than simply whether they feel like a boy or a girl, or whether they identify as gay, straight, or bisexual. Our understandings of both gender and orientation have greatly expanded in our culture, and there's an ever-increasing list of labels one can use to describe oneself. To me, this is a great benefit because it allows people, especially young people, to find a more precise way to describe their own experience.
Crazy talk.
What it's also brought about is greater latitude in experimenting with different identities. It's not uncommon
like pedophiles
for young people to try out different labels and different pronouns and different relationships in search of their truth.
Wow.
To find a
you hear
more
that?
precise way to describe their own experience.
Listen to that carefully.
What it's also brought about is greater latitude in experimenting with different identities. It's not uncommon today for young people to try out different labels and different pronouns and different relationships in search of their truth.
Right, so he's literally admitting, but again, the only time progressives tell the truth is when they accidentally tell them themselves. He just basically admitted that the entire point is to get young people, like younger and younger and younger, to question and try it out, like being gay or trans or whatever it is. And that's why you see like 1 in 5 kids at school are LGBT now, whereas like 10 years ago it would be like 1 in 20, you know, or 1 in 10 range, right? So it's like total social contagion. He's basically admitting it sort of inadvertently or implicitly, admitting that they've sort of artificially injected this into the culture, and now young kids, like, dude, young kids.
At my school,
Listen.
I'm responsible for the sexuality education of all of our students, from our youngest students who are 3 years old,
3 years old, nursery school,
up through our 12th graders who are turning 18.
Dude. Yeah, dude, so it's like not uncommon that like we have some latitude for 3-year-olds to just try it out. Oh, ever expanding acceptance. What do you don't like that, bigot? Dude, this is the slippery slope. Look up Allen Ginsberg, look up the progenitors of the LGBT movement. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, some flickering there. Just look into these issues, and you'll find that every aspect of this is not only but it's inherently predatory toward the kids, and they're just trying to normalize pedo shit, dude. That's where this train stops, and I don't even know if it stops there. You know, what the hell else? What other kind of depravity can these fucking bug people, soy people, dump on us? I don't even know. But enjoy the fucking decline.
When there's nothing left to say, if you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're gay. When there's nothing left to say, if you watch football, you're gay. 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 You're really fucking gay. And there's nothing left to say, if you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're gay. Then there's nothing left to say, if you watch football, you're gay. 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 You're really fucking gay. And there's nothing left to say, if you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're really fucking gay. And there's nothing left to say, if you watch football, you're gay. If you watch football, you're really fucking gay. If you're listening to fire, let me go to war. Trust me, you really feel you're really fucking gay. If you're listening to fire, let me go to war. Trust me,